Hello everyone, and welcome to a spoiler-filled review. This was the Hobbit and Battle of the Five Armies spoilers and my thoughts on things that may not have mentioned, which would be kind of weird because my review of the main film itself is 22 minutes long, and you can see that. I just uploaded that video just before this video. And let's go and see this. Basically, I'm here to talk about mainly is the deaths and how it ends. First off, the first death you see is, I believe, it's hard to really accurately time it, but I would say the first, like when you see the battle. You see the first main battle, the first one that the film goes into, it's basically the burning of Lake Town. You see Smaug just burning it, and Bard shoots the black missing arrow at Smaug, and he killed Smaug. And it's really funny because it's right off his son's shoulder. It's like this terrified look on his face. And I'm just like, holy shit, like they handled that really, really well. And like, of course, I missed the effects and the look on Smaug. Just like with my review of Desolation of Smaug, which is still here uploaded on my channel. One, you can check that out for yourself. Is that the effects on and look on Smaug is pure freaking gold. It's just amazing. And you see, like, Smaug gets shot, and he flies up in agony, and he basically falls down. And he basically falls on a Lake Town master. On who is it? The Lake Town master played by Stephen Fry, which I forgot to mention for the brief time he got. Basically, Smaug falls on a boat with the Lake Town master of him and his servant played. I forgot the person's name or the actor's name. But basically falls in the boat, and his servant is already knocked off, so you kind of could explain how he kind of could survive from that. And so that's what basically happens. The point when Smaug is killed, he falls down and kills the master of Lake Town on there, and it's just like, whoa, holy shit. Like, that was amazing. There's like a huge impactful point when you see Smaug die. You just see this huge beast of fury and anger and monstrous rage just lose it all and fall. It's just like, holy shit. It's like, that's the death Smaug deserved. And then when you go on later to the film, you see okay, here's some of the main characters who did die, and that is one of the side doors named Killy, and he's kind of been holding up by Azog, motion captured by Manu Bennett, who's awesome for his roles on Spartacus, and he basically holds him up, and he has his right arm is basically a part of his right arm is basically a sword, or his left arm. It's just like, hey, you see him die. Well, it doesn't say that, but he speaks in the black speech, and he basically punctures him through the back. So then he lets him fall, and you're just like, when that happened, I'm just like, holy shit, like, they really just dropped the bomb. Basically they dropped the point where it's just like, okay, here's where the emotional points are going to happen, and when you see these events happening, they're going to choke you up. It's like the first moment when you realize that, when Keely is killed, it's just like, oh, you son of a bitch, and they all release a huge rage and fight. And basically, they had on fights between Thorin and Azog, around Legolas and Azog's son. I forgot Azog's son's name. I forgot. I apologize. I just forgot it. And also you get to see another battle you get to see is of Keely and some other creatures he fights off. But there's a certain point with Keely and he's basically going to be killed off finding them. And you see Tario is like trying to find Keely, and he sees, and she just arrives just at the moment where he's just getting killed, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like that's so sad and tragic, and it's just so intimate and just so sad and sincere to see this moment happen. You don't want to see it happen. I didn't want to see it happen. I didn't want to see these characters die. It was sad and difficult to accept these characters do die, and it makes it a lot more heartbreaking for me because I kind of felt attached, despite what everyone says out there. And it's really, really sad all those things happening. And of course, Legolas kills Azog's son. I'm just like, okay, fine, that wasn't that powerful. But the real emotional battle within the last moments were definitely, between Azog and Thorn, and that battle was really intense and really intimate. Like, oh my god, it's like the stakes were ever higher than ever, and it's just like so powerful and so intimate in those moments. Like every motion they take into a battle of it, was you just see every single moment of that's being planned out, and in your head it's just like, oh, attack here and here and here, and it doesn't look correct or anything, but it looks really authentic with the fighting, and I like that. I had a lot of visual style and flair to it. I really did enjoy that. And the other thing I was saying is that it's a sad part. Like Thorn gets killed, but like Azog kind of has like a sword, his arm sword on him. It's just like, and it's kind of like interlocked with his sword like this. And it's just like, and it kind of like just goes through his chest. He's just like, oh. But Thorn kind of takes his sword and stabs him. It's like right at a close moment. It's like, thankfully, that it's like, there's that manual type of mood. Like, if I die, I'm taking you with me. And he kind of does that moment. And it's like that big battle between Azog and Thor. I mean, not Thor, shit. To apologize. Thorn. Like, it's really devastating to watch. And you do see that, Thorn is a victor, but ever so slightly. And this is really sad and powerful to watch that happen. And then, like, seeing both the point where, I didn't say this because, spoiler, but, the point where it's like Bilbo is like hovering, he's right next to Thorn before his last moments, and he's like saying, no, it's alright, you're gonna make it. It's just like, what? He's just like, I'm sorry, Bilbo, I'm not. And he basically apologizes for all the things he's done and for all the things he says, and then as soon as Thorn dies, Bilbo cries, and I didn't cry, but I really got choked up. I'm just like, oh shit, that really pulled on the heartstrings. And that also with the contrast with Tario seeing Keely dead is also really, really sad and tragic. Like, you can see a lot of the tragedy and the sadness within all these certain characters happening to all of them, which makes the journey, in my view, a lot more dangerous and a lot more enthralling, above all things. And I think that's really, really great. And also, because this is almost 10 minutes long right now, it's like almost half the limit of the original review, is that, I should kind of speed this up now, is that the way the film ends with, which I really don't want to see this happen, which thankfully the film didn't, and that is, having Bilbo being carried back by the Eagles. I'm just saying, if they did that, that would fucking piss me off. But they didn't. They actually showed Bilbo going back with Gandalf. There's a point where Gandalf is like, what, I'm not leaving you in a certain area of the forest, and they say goodbye. It's sad and intimate, but it's like, I kind of didn't care, even though it was really good. I'm just like, not so important, because, we know we ultimately see it do again. And, but this is kind of a funny ending before the official ending happens. Is that Bilbo goes back into the Shire and he's just like, "Why are you guys carrying my stuff? What's going on? What's going on?" And he sees like someone at his house is auctioning all of his own stuff off. It's just like, "What's going on?" Is like, "Do you have any proof? Are you the real Bilbo Baggins?" He's just like, "Of course I am. An identity here, right here." And I'm just cracking up just thinking about it. It's really funny. They're just auctioning all his stuff. While he's just there, he's just like, "Okay, no, I'm taking all my stuff back." And they're like, "Alright, fine." And after that, he goes into his house, and basically, that he basically goes into his home of Bag End, which is very, very iconic home of Middle Earth. And you see him just kind of emotionally just setting himself in. He's just like, "Holy crap, like, it's over." Like, it's like a great line you see from the trailer of the first film. It's like, Bilbo's just like, "Can you promise I will return?" It's just like, "No. And even if you do, it will not be the same." And that's quite true. It's quite true. It's just like, wow. It's like you get this enormous feeling of both satisfaction and yet a huge relief, and also idea of like taking those chances when needed for Bilbo. It's just like, he got a moment to really change his life instead of living his ordinary days in Bag End. And it's just very, very sweet and bittersweet and emotional to see this all ending up to this point. And there's like a point in the end where he's sitting in Bag End and he's just like sitting there kind of collecting his thoughts, and he's in, and basically there's like an ordering transition. Like, you don't see from young Bilbo to old Bilbo. You see a young Bilbo the camera goes to another shot area, and then kind of pans back, and he's like much older. Like, you see the Ian Holm Bilbo, and he's just like, there's a knock. It's just like, "No, thank you. We don't want well wishers or visitors or anything like that." And then you hear the voice outside. It's just like, "And what about very old friends?" And I'm just like, okay, that really felt like it was really tying the knot together. It's just like, it was just trying to connect everything together without being pretentious or in your face. And it just felt so genuine and so natural when it happened. I'm just like, wow, like, that really felt emotionally satisfying. That felt wonderful. That felt amazing. And sincerely, with these two videos, my spoiler-free, my spoiler-filled video, is that you can sincerely tell that I'm very passionate and I'm very, very emotionally checked with the Middle Earth franchise of the Hobbit movies, which of course I will be getting the DVDs like in the future. Like, that's no joke to me. It's like, of course I will get those. I have to be insane to not get the DVDs of these movies in the future. But in the end, it's just, these are definitely my all-time favorite within film. They really are. The Middle Earth saga is my all-time favorite within film. I'm spoiling that for future's sake on my channel here. And in the end, thank you for watching, everyone. And this is basically my spoiler-filled video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And like, as always, everyone, thank you for watching. Feel free to thumbs it up or comment. Leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you within the future for more reviews and for more videos on certain things. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the future. And remember, will you join me one last time for Middle Earth? Thank you, everyone, and I will see you within the future. This may be the end for the movies, but it'll be the beginning of something else for all of us. Thank you very much, everyone, and I'll see you within the future. Goodbye.